Message.
Just because your body was capable of producing a child does not mean that you deserve the title of mom. We have a lot of deadbeat mothers out there these days. Yet, all we talk about are deadbeat fathers. But to all you deadbeat moms, my message to you today is, you have the day you deserve.
There is a new epidemic out on the streets right now, and it's not being spoken about. So I decided to speak about it. The new epidemic is the epidemic of deadbeat baby mamas. Yes, I said it. Deadbeat baby mamas. Okay, we hear a lot about deadbeat dads, deadbeat fathers, how men are this, how men are that. Look, we are now living in a time where many mothers are actually being manipulative. They are being conniving, they are being cunning, and they are destroying their children based on their emotions and their feelings that they have for the father of their child or children. I consult men each month, okay? And these men tell me so many different stories about the way in which the mother of their child or their children is manipulating, and how they are basically attempting to control the situation. The state in the Western world has given mothers so much power that a lot of mothers have become drunk on this power. They actually believe that the only way a father can see their child is if they give them enough money, or if they jump through every single hoop that they say.
Don't type all them long captions under my goddamn live. I told you, bitch, I'm not talking to you. So please don't walk yourself into a fight, and when you get your ass beat, pretend like you was a victim, okay? Because this ain't your fight. I'm talking to the hoes that's sitting around right now, and you mad because a nigga like won't do what you want him to do. He won't move how you want him to move. He won't be the type of father that you want him to be. Let me help y'all, because a lot of y'all hoes was raised wrong. So just listen up, sis. It's coming from a loving place. Take a deep breath and breathe. Let me explain something to you. People have the right to be whatever type of fucking parent they want. It ain't your job to be a nigga daddy or a mama and try to re-raise them on how to raise their children. However he want to be with his kids, if he's not harming them physically, mentally, or emotionally, you don't have the right to try to make a bitch do what you want them to do. Another thing that y'all was raised wrong on. How much money a nigga do and don't give y'all does not determine how much you let him see his children. Children aren't for sale. So rather a nigga gave you no money this month or all his money this month, rather he paid his child support or he did not, you do not have the right to keep these kids from their daddy, ho. I don't know who told you that was okay, but I'm telling you from me to you, and I will tell your mammy if you tag her on here, that ho, y'all doing it wrong. If the nigga gave you no money for the month of January, he should still be able to see his children when he want to. Y'all clear on that? Him handling his responsibilities financially and the children having a physical father in their life is two separate issues. Let me speak to you about compartmentalizing, ho. That means you take one situation and you separate it from the other. You don't make a nigga pay you to see his seed, bitch. Do y'all understand that? Half of y'all, you didn't put this much thought into picking the nigga or deciding if you was gonna sleep with him raw.
So now women are starting to speak about it. Now women are trying to pull other women up on it. And you know what these women are being called? They're being called pick-me's. They have internalized misogyny. All of this other stuff that all these women just want to say just because their feelings got hurt. And I'm telling you, ladies, your feelings are going to get hurt. You know why? Because you're out of control. That's right. I said it. You are out of control. So many mothers out there right now are trying to get these men to jump through hoops like they are a circus clown. And then what they do, they have a bunch of women around them. And these bunch of women around them, they prop them up. They don't pull them up on their behavior. So what happens is their ego gets fed. And they start becoming larger and larger and larger and more emboldened. And then they start talking to the father of their child or children with such disdain and disrespect around the children. I have to ask myself, how do you think that child is going to view their father when they constantly see you disrespecting him?
Back away from my Durango and quit hitting my window. AJ just called you, so you know.
I don't give a that little brat.
A child cannot see one parent constantly disrespect another parent. They are going to grow up maladapted. That is just what's going to happen. And I've seen videos all over the internet where, you know, dads are trying to pick up their children. They have to film it because, you know, a lot of the time people don't believe that their baby mamas are this actually crazy, right? And these women are going crazy. Oh, the stipulations that they have, the way in which they speak to the dad. And I'm like, you know what? The only reason a lot of baby mamas get to speak to men the way they do is because they have a child. I know for a fact that if you never had a child or children with this man, you would never even dream of speaking to this man like that. And so that's the difference with a lot of these crazy baby mamas or these deadbeat mamas. They actually know that they couldn't speak to these men like this if they never had children. They're swearing at them, they're in their face, they're calling them all types of names in front of the children. And as a man, you think to yourself, if somebody spoke to me like this, outside of this woman being the mother of my child, it would be a serious problem. A lot of these deadbeat mothers speak like this to their men, and they know that these men can't retaliate because obviously deadbeat mothers, the one thing they really do know how to do is play the victim. Oh my God, they are amazing at playing victim. They are amazing at lying. They are amazing at manipulating. They are amazing at crying. They're amazing at all these things because we understand in this society, it's been for years, that if a woman's crying, then obviously something must have happened to her. I'm gonna cry and my baby daddy's this and he doesn't pay for this and he doesn't do that and oh my God, I'm just a single mother and I'm alone. And no, you want sympathy. Right now, clout and sympathy are the food of the deadbeat baby mama. Clout and sympathy are the food of the deadbeat woman. She has to get a bunch of hyenas around her who are going to sympathize with what's going on, and she will never tell the full story. Oh, do not expect a deadbeat mother to tell the full story. She doesn't know what truth is. What she knows is her truth and the way she feels and the way she looks at stuff. And then they want to tell men that if they don't father the way they tell them they're supposed to father, then they're deadbeats and they can't see their children. This society has given mothers too much power, in my personal opinion. They have given mothers too much power, and these mothers have become fat and drunk and high off of their own power. And now what they're doing is that they are manipulating men and trying to make men into their own little children. Tell the men what to do. And I'm telling you, when we look at the statistics, a woman raising children by herself is not a good thing. Those children are more likely to be in jail. Those children are more likely to be homeless. Those children are more likely to have behavioral problems. Those children are more likely to have a bad life than if they were raised in the vicinity of the father. But do these deadbeat mothers care about this? No, they don't. All they care about is control. Deadbeat mothers love control. That's all that they have. And if they don't have control, then all of a sudden everything is bad. So I'll say this in closing. To all the deadbeat mothers out there, your time is coming. Things are changing. Men are getting on their stuff. And I'm telling you, they are coming for those children. And the court system that continues to make men look like the bad person, the devil, the deadbeat dad, men are gathering. I'm telling you, there's a silent war being waged right now, folks. Men are gathering and they're coming for their children. So all you deadbeat mothers out there crying with your stories, talking about how bad the father of my child is. Like Jay-Z said, we don't believe you. You need more people.